Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we are going to learn about narrative text with me, Miss Swafi Hinjani Urba. So how are you students? I hope you are doing very well. So let's go to the lesson today. So what is narrative text? Narrative text is a kind of text which tells a story based on a series of events. Jadi teks naratif atau teks narasi adalah sebuah teks yang menceritakan tentang cerita berdasarkan urutan kejadian. Strukturnya itu ada orientation, complication, and resolution. Isumbushi. Nah, ini adalah contoh dari teks narasi. Kita baca teksnya bersama-sama ya. Lalu kalian latihan untuk mengartikan teks ini ya di rumah. Pokoknya kalian harus tahu cerita ini tuh tentang apa. Isumbushi. Once upon a time, there was an old couple who didn't have a child. They lived in a small house near the village forest. Please give us a child, they asked God every day. One day, from the household Shinto altar, they heard a cute cry. Wah, wah! They looked and saw a crying baby who looked just like a little finger. This child must be a gift from God. Thanks to God. We will call this child Isumbushi, they said. They raised Isumbushi with much care, but Isumbushi never grew bigger. Hey, Isumbushi, do you want to be eaten by a frog? Isumbushi was always being bullied by the children of the village and often went home feeling unhappy. Grandmother would make some big rice balls and encourage him. Eat a lot and grow up quickly, grandmother said. One day, Sumbushi said, I will go to the capital to study and become a respectable person. Then I will come back. Grandfather and grandmother were worried about him, but Isumbushi's mind would not be changed. At once, they began to prepare for his trip. Isumbushi seated a needle sword in a straw case, but on a cup for a sage hat and started out with a copstick staff in high spirits. I'm going now, Isumbushi said. Is he safe with such a small body? Grandfather and grandmother asked as they saw him off. Isumbushi went on the trip with a big wish in a small body. At last, Isumbushi reached the capital city and anchored under the bridge. Then he climbed up to the railing and viewed the town. There is a fine palace over there. I shall ask them at once. At long last, Isumbushi arrived at the palace. Excuse me, but I want to meet the feudal lord. The Lord came to the door. What? Who is there? Here I am, at your feet. Oh, how small! Why do you want to meet me? Please let me be your tender. I wonder if your very small body can do anything. I will stay in your pocket and guard you from all harm. When Isumbushi said so, a bee came buzzing by. Yeah, Isumbushi yelled, stabbing the bee. Bravo, I implore you. It would be good if you became the princess man. Oh, what a cute fellow he is, said the princess, putting Isumbushi on her palm. I will defend you upon my life, said Isumbushi. The princess liked Isumbushi and she taught him reading, writing, and various studies. Further, Isumbushi practiced fencing very hard in order to be strong. One day, the princess went out to worship at the Kiyomizu temple. Suddenly there was strong wind and some demons appeared. The leader of the demons tried to grab the princess. Help me, she screamed. Isumbushi tried to help her, but the demon cuffed him and threw him into his mouth. Isumbushi, who was swallowed, jumped and jabbed the demon's stomach. The demon rolled over and spat out Isumbushi. Isumbushi jumped at the demon and stabbed his eyes. The remaining demons were frightened. They ran away in great haste, but one demon who was left behind trembled while holding the magic hammer. Do you want me to stab your eyes too? Isumbushi asked. Please don't. This is the magic hammer that will grant you a wish. I give it to you, so please spare me. And saying this, he ran off in a hurry. Thank you, Isumbushi, you have saved my life, the princess said. Princess, please wave this magic hammer and make a wish that I may become big, said Izumbushi. The princess waved it and asked, May Izumbushi become big? And then, strangely, before her eyes, Izumbushi began to grow. He grew into a nice young man. They went back to the palace, and the princess asked the king to let her marry Izumbushi. The princess and Izumbushi then got married, and they invited grandfather and grandmother to live with them in the palace. They lived happily ever after. Jadi ini ceritanya tentang Izumbushi. Izumbushi itu anak yang ditemukan oleh tadi sepasang kakek dan nenek. Ukurannya sangat kecil. Terus dia sering dibully. Akhirnya dia pergi ke kota dan menjadi pengawal dari putri ini. Lalu akhirnya dia mendapatkan palu yang magic banget, bisa merubah dia menjadi besar atas permintaan si princess. Akhirnya Izumbushi dan princessnya menikah dan hidup bahagia bersama. Nah, berdasarkan teks tadi, kita jawab exercise 1 ya, tugas yang pertama. Number 1, when did the story happen? Kapan terjadinya cerita tersebut? Terus, who are the characters? Siapa aja pemainnya atau tokohnya? Where did the story take place? Di mana terjadinya? What is the problem or complication? Konfliknya itu apa dari cerita tadi Izumbushi? What is the ending? Jadi akhirnya dari cerita tersebut itu bagaimana? Apakah happy ending atau bagaimana? Sekarang kita pelajari kata yang dicetak tebal dari kalimat-kalimat ini ya. Number 1, the new married couple have just moved into a new house. Pasangan, couple artinya pasangan. Pasangan yang baru menikah baru saja pindah ke rumah yang baru. Number 2, I feel thankful for the way my parents have raised me. Raised artinya membesarkan. Saya merasa bersyukur dengan cara orang tua saya membesarkan saya. Number 3, the school has a very excellent program to stop bullying. Bullying artinya membuli. Sekolah memiliki cara yang sangat bagus untuk menghentikan pembulian. Nomor 4, the children were very frightened when there was a demon in the film they were watching on television. Demon artinya setan. Jadi anak-anak ketakutan ketika ada setan yang muncul dalam film yang mereka tonton. This is the most precious gift that Nina has ever received from her parents. Gift artinya hadiah. Ini adalah hadiah yang paling berharga yang Nina dapatkan dari kedua orang tuanya. Many big ferries of domestic as well as overseas. Anchor artinya jangkar. Jadi jangkarnya itu dari para kapal ditancapkan di Tanjung Perak setiap hari. Number 7, ancient people sometimes use very big trees to worship. Jadi orang-orang zaman dahulu itu menggunakan pohon yang besar untuk disembah. Number 8, Izumbushi then became the princess retainer. Izumbushi kemudian menjadi penjaga atau pengawalnya princess. Number 9, the police found a dead man in the apartment. They suspected the thieves had stabbed him. Stab artinya menusuk di situ ya. Number 10, Mr. Musli is a very respectable village head. He seems to be in control of the village matters. Respectable artinya orang yang dihormati. Tugas kedua, ini carilah arti dari kata-kata yang ada di bawah ini. Find the meaning of the following words in your dictionary. Number 1, couple. Give, raise, bully, respectable, anchor, retainer, step, worship. Lanjut. Sekarang materi yang terakhir adalah reported speech atau indirect speech, artinya kalimat tidak langsung. Contohnya, misal bapakmu bilang sama kamu kalau beliau mau pergi ke pasar. Terus kamu sampaikan ke ibu kamu, Bu, tadi bapak bilang kalau bapak mau pergi ke pasar. Nah, kalimat yang kedua itu adalah kalimat tidak langsung karena kamu yang berbicara ke ibumu, bukan ayahmu yang berbicara ke ibumu. Oke, contohnya number 1. We will call this child Izumbushi, the old couple said. Nah, ini kalimat langsung. Kami akan memanggil anak ini Izumbushi. Berubah menjadi the old couple said that they would call the child Izumbushi. Ini menjadi reported speech atau kalimat laporan, kalimat tidak langsung. Pasangan tua itu berkata bahwa mereka akan memanggil anak itu Isumbushi. Di sini said, the old couple said, ada kata-kata said sama that, jadi tambahin that ya. Tadi kan the old couple said-nya di belakang, sekarang jadi di depan ditambahin that, bahwa. That itu artinya bahwa. They would, tadi will berubah menjadi would, jadi verb 1 berubah menjadi verb 2. Number 2, Isumbushi told the grandparents, I will go to the capital to study. Berubah menjadi Isumbushi told the grandparents that he would go to the capital to study. Yang berkata jadi di depan ya, terus ditambahin that. Will-nya berubah jadi would. Nomor 3, I'm going now, Isumbushi said. Aku pergi sekarang, Isumbushi berkata. Ini kalimat langsung. Kalimat tidak langsungnya berubah menjadi Isumbushi said that he was going then. Jadi I'm going berubah menjadi he was going, karena kan ini orang ketiga berubah jadi I berubah menjadi he-nya itu ke Isumbushi, terus I'm going berubah menjadi was going. Oke, langsung saja ke soal ya. Put the following direct sentences into reported speech. Jadi rubahlah kalimat direct ini menjadi indirect. Kalimat ini dirubah menjadi kalimat tidak langsung. Number 1 itu Isumbushi say to the parents, I will stay in your pocket and guard you from all harm. Ini berubah menjadi Isumbushi said, terus tambahin that he will berubah menjadi would. Tadi kan I will stay berubah menjadi he, I-nya jadi he, will-nya jadi would. He would stay in your pocket and guard you from all harm. Gitu. Terus number 2 juga ditambahin that, terus will-nya berubah jadi. Number 3 ditambahin that habis told, terus will-nya juga berubah jadi would, I-nya berubah jadi he. Number 4, the demon said this magic hammer will grant you a wish. Tambahin that habis said, terus will-nya berubah jadi would. Number 5, the demon said to Isumbushi that, tambahin that di situ, terus I-nya berubah menjadi he, give-nya berubah menjadi gave. Terus number 6, John said, tambahin that di situ, terus I berubah jadi he, M berubah jadi was. Number 7, Bob told me, tambahin that, terus done works berubah menjadi work, verb 2, tambahin ed. Terus number 8, tambahin that, terus I-nya berubah menjadi she, don't-nya berubah menjadi didn't. Number 9, Fadil told me, tambahin that, terus Sarah has berubah menjadi had, karena verb 2 has itu had. Terus number 10, Tika said, tambahin that, I berubah menjadi she, don't berubah menjadi didn't. Oke, kalian salin aja, terus kalian pelajari ya. Jadi jawabannya sesuai dengan apa yang ibu jelaskan ini. Kalau kalian tidak mendengarkan, bisa jadi akan susah jawabnya. Okay, I think that's all for this lesson. You can freely ask me on WhatsApp anytime you want. Okay, as long as I'm free, I will reply your messages. And so see you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.